Hey guys, this is Kasumi Lover, and I just wanted to make like a short video of certain buffs that I think that Kasumi could have inside her moveset. None of these buffs are ridiculous. They're kind of reasonable things that I think that most Kasumi players would agree that she would probably need, because I feel as a character, I feel like certain things she has are unsafe, or they're much unsafer than what they really need to be, even though they don't do much for her. So inside this video, I'm going to basically show some of her moves, and I'm going to show like some things that they could do to make it better, or to at least make it slightly safer, so that way Kasumi won't be getting punished all the time for things that honestly aren't worth it. So hopefully you'll like this video. One of the first things that I think that Kasumi probably would need is, you know how from certain attacks Kasumi can like 9p from certain things like this? She can't do it from this attack. Wait. I think that in a buff, or maybe inside the future, I think that if Kasumi can 9p from that attack, it would kind of be fair in my opinion, because I've always noticed that she couldn't do that even in Dead or Alive 5, so I think that's something that they could add. It's not really, it's kind of a buff, but I don't think it would hurt anybody, and I don't think it would like break the game or anything if they added that to her moveset if she could 9p from it. It's just weird that it's one of the few attacks she can't do it from. I think they need to make K free K safe. You see this attack right here? Or I just think it's weird that it's unsafe, because if it hits on normal hit, it gives you plus 10 advantage, but you can't really continue a stun or anything from it no matter what you do. The only way you can continue a stun from it is if your opponent decides that they want to hold, but even in that case, they're not going to really do that if they're playing smart. I also think it's weird that it's unsafe, even though if it hits by itself, it leaves you negative and you're at like a disadvantage. That's one thing I just don't really agree with. I don't see the reason why it's unsafe when it doesn't even really do much to begin with. It's like -16, and the pushback is not even that much. You can still get throw punished, so I think that's something that they could kind of spruce up for her. I also think that 6KK could be safer at like maybe -3 or something. I just don't see the reason why it has to be neutral throw punishable when she finished it, because it doesn't do anything. If you do the attack and stun, Kazumi's not really going to be able to do much unless the opponent, like, you know, unless the opponent tries to hold. That's the only way you're going to be able to continue it. I think it's more like a baiter, and watch this, like... No matter what Kasumi does, if she free cancels, if she tries to block, all your opponent has to literally do is just 2p. Like, you can't even block it. So I think that the attack itself could be safer on block if they're not going to fix up anything of Kasumi generally being at a disadvantage after that. I just don't think it needs to really be that unsafe. I also think Kazumi's elbows could be safer too. Like, you see these? I understand this elbow being unsafer and like elbows like this being unsafer since they have close hit properties, but this doesn't have a close hit property. So I think like this elbow and this elbow, they don't need to be -6. I think that it could be like -3 or something. Kazumi doesn't need to be at an advantage after the attack. I get it that it's more like a safe enders thing, but the opponent can like neutral throw her. So I think Kazumi could be at least like -3 or something. Like, I think -3 would be fair for her. I also think 6p should track. Like, you see it? Kazumi's it's not a linear attack in my opinion. A linear attack would be one that's like punching forward. Kazumi's literally like hitting horizontally. So I think that this attack, in my opinion, I think that it could track. You don't have to make it safer. You don't have to do any of that. I just think that it could be an attack that Kazumi could track from. Like in strength, it would be like, or I just feel like it needs to track. That's just what I personally feel. Another thing I think that they could fix up is Kazumi's 2K thing. Neither of the moves track. I personally think that 2K could track, because I know Mila's tracks. I think that Kazumi's 2K could track. Or I feel like they could make the end follow-up safer, because the end follow-up, it doesn't really do anything. I can see probably it being unsafe, because if Kasumi hits like a person who's a lightweight, and if it's like in stun, she could probably get like a punch 7k off of it, and she could get a bound off of it, but I don't think it needs to be that unsafe.